What's going on, everybody? Welcome back for another weekly recap. So, this week, unfortunately, is not any better than last week. In fact, it's actually worse. Everything I was trying just did not work this week, at least when I was trying to trade it, either the day or the timing of the day. But, anyways, I'm gonna try to speed these videos up a little bit, and I'm gonna post a screenshot of, whatever happened after my trade ended. So on this first trade, I was hoping price was going to stay above this pivot point, but it ended up failing to stay above it, and it started failing the 9, the 21, and the VWAP. So the next candle to make a new low on the 30-minute, I was going to hop into a short, and I had my stop a little bit above the 9 EMA, and I was hoping to use that as resistance, but it basically came up and top ticked me and my stop loss. So once I was stopped out, price came all the way back down to where my first entry was. And I'm thinking, great, it had to stop me out before the flush happened. So I actually only had $1,200 of wiggle room left before this account was done. So I kind of just said screw it, and I hopped back into the short thinking that it was going to flush, but it ended up stopping me out again and bounced off of the bottom. So at the end of that day, I wanted to see how the day played out. And of course, not very long after my second trade, I see that the market finally flushed and it actually broke underneath 44,000, which was 200 points. It was over 200 points from my entry. But I was just looking for a simple 100. So, of course, it's pretty frustrating knowing that your bias is correct, but your executions are not. This, I think, was the day that Trump said that he wanted to fire Powell, but he can't even do that. But the market had a negative reaction off of it. Alright, so this third trade, the momentum, it was strong. We had pushed well over 200 points when the market had opened, but there was a couple of companies, I don't remember, but they gave out earnings at 10 and 11, so I was hoping that would have helped drive the Dow higher through the day, but the momentum had run out basically right when the 30-minute opening range was set. So this trade, like my first two, basically as soon as I got into the trade, it was starting to reverse. So this week wasn't my best week. I'm probably gonna end up resetting the account. So if I end up having to reset the account in the middle of the week, I'll probably just post a video about it then, and then just take the rest of the week off. But if I don't post a video in the middle of the week, then I somehow miraculously started to save the account and got a couple good trades back in there. But until then, thanks for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button.